Let's continue with the Arizona Cardinals as we're inside of the NFC West, and I feel that sneeze coming on again. I don't know about the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, do they really know what they're doing? Seriously, do they really know? Do they really know what they're doing? Here's a sneeze. Excuse me, man, alive, that hurt. You ever have a sneeze that just snuck up on you? Well, that one just snuck up on me. Let's go to the Cardinals. Cardinals finished at the bottom of the division, and I'm giving them a D. You know, others are graded them a C. Let's take a look at who they added. They added defensive lineman Justin Jones, linebacker Matt Wilson, cornerback Sean Murphy Bunting, offensive tackle Jonah Williams, and quarterback Desmond Ridder. There's your wild card right there, Desmond Ridder. I got another sneeze coming. Excuse me a minute. And I hate when that happens. I hate when the sneezes are playing tricks on me. They re-signed guard Tristan Colon and offensive lineman Keith Ishmael. Their key departures are left tackle DJ Humphreys and wide receiver Rondale Moore, who is now in Atlanta. They ended the first days the Cardinals did of the NFL's legal tampering period, flush with money to spend, up $56.6 million in cap room, the fifth most in the NFL, but they didn't make any major moves. They re-upped left guard Tristan Colon, whose Pro Football Focus pass blocking grade ranked as the 18th best among guards. Here we go with the analytics again, and I abhor analytics. Did he get the job done or not? That's as simple as it gets. They added Justin Jones, the 28-year-old, on August 28th, who paced the Chicago Bears in quarterback hits. Did he get any sacks? I hate these analytics, man. Did he get any sacks or not? Did he do the job? Did he get to the quarterback? Did he help his teammates get to the quarterback? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Some of these signings are based on analytics, and some of these signs are based on the eye test. All right? I think you can make all your signings via the eye test and not depend on analytics all the time, because if you depend on analytics, you ain't watching the game. I don't trust what the Cardinals are doing. Simply put, I don't trust what the Cardinals are doing, and they're a mess anyway. They signed quarterback Desmond Ridder. Now, I have a question. It goes like this. How long before Desmond Ridder takes over the reins as the starting quarterback of the Cardinals? Because I don't think it'll be long. I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying to adjust my heater down here. I don't think Kyler Murray is long for this team. Let that sink in. I don't think Kyler Murray, as talented as he is, and I pause when I say talented, I don't think Kyler Murray is long for this team. I just don't. I just don't think that he has what it takes to be a true leader of this ball club. We've seen it. Dear God in heaven, we've seen it. We've seen it, man. We've seen flashes of brilliance. And that's all we've seen. Flashes. We're not going to see anything else out of Murray. Somewhere the Oakland A's are kicking themselves, but somewhere the Oakland A's are celebrating. And the Oakland A's are celebrating because they don't have to have a part-time player. Thank you, Cole Johnson, for that. And I won't sing it because I can't hold a tune to save my life. But I don't think Kyler Murray is much longer for the Cardinals. I just don't. Because now you get rid of your biggest weapon in Rondale Moore, and you're going to depend on James Conner and Kyler Murray to get you through in their running game. There's no depth on this team. None. So again, I pose the question, how long before Desmond Ridder takes over starting quarterback duties for the Arizona Cardinals? I don't think it'll be long at all. Before we see Desmond Ridder. Yes, that Desmond Ridder, who was rejected by the Atlanta Falcons, who was thrown away by the Atlanta Falcons. Let me light up the chat too. If you think Desmond Ridder is going to be the starting quarterback sooner than later for the Arizona Cardinals, let me know when. Let me know which week y'all think Ridder will take over on offense for the Arizona Cardinals. Because while they've made these signings, signing offensive tackle Jonah Williams, re-signing guard Tristan Colon and Keith Ishmael. I mean, Jonah Williams had an up and down career in Cincinnati, and now he's in Arizona. If an AFC champion and Cincinnati won an AFC championship, and you couldn't stick there, you couldn't make it work there. Man, I don't understand. What led you to Arizona? Why did you pick Arizona? Now, we won't know this and won't know how good this team really is until we start the season. I know that. I realize that. I understand that. But it's just, I just don't see it with these Arizona Cardinals. I don't see it. I don't think they're going to compete ever in the NFC West for a few years now, because they still have trouble along the offensive line to solve. They have troubles along the offensive line to solve. Not to mention their defense was porous. Their defense was absolutely porous last year. How are you going to sew that up? And you didn't make any big splash free agent signings when you had the fifth most room in the NFL in terms of cap space to sign somebody, to sign a couple people that were worth it. Now you get some depth and you shore up your offensive line and you shore up your defense, certainly. But do they really have enough depth to compete in the division that's going to be ruled by the San Francisco 49ers for as long as I can see into the very near and distant future? Really? I don't see it. I just don't see it. I could totally be wrong. And I'll always say that disclaimer aloud. I can totally be wrong. And if I am, I'll sit here and admit that I was wrong. I'll sit here and admit it. I will sit here and admit that I was wrong, should that be the case. But we're not going to find out until, I say, week 6 or 7 when Desmond Ridder takes over. I'm sorry. Did I say that aloud? I'm sorry. But I give them a D. I could very well make this an incomplete, as you can do for most free agency grades, but a lot of people wanted me to put out grades now. I could just easily give every team an incomplete because the free agency period is not done.